are only a few times higher than the background level. There is no big threat to the people living in Tokyo at the moment. That's the assessment of the scientists. Of course, as you go closer to the plant, the radiation levels go much, much higher. But the general public has been cleared from the area. It's the workers themselves who are at risk, and of course they'll be donning protective suits.
What are the health risks right now, perhaps to those workers who've been exposed to it? We talk about the levels of radiation being fairly low on the scale. What are the health risks immediately?
We saw the other day that levels went up to about 400 millisieverts around the immediate area of the reactor. Now that is very high, and that is the kind of levels where you wouldn't want to be exposed for very long. Certainly being exposed to that for about 15 minutes or so would certainly begin to increase your risk of cancer later in life, to a very small degree. But again, outside the exclusion zone that has been set up by the Japanese authority, there is very low levels of radiation. The worst case scenario here, so Jane, is that there may be some kind of superheating of the core, that it falls through the bottom of the reactor and reacts with the concrete, and that causes a chemical explosion. Not a nuclear explosion, not an atomic bomb scenario here, a chemical explosion that sends contaminated concrete up to a level of about 500 metres. But even again, with the wind directions we're talking at the moment and the wind speeds, that would not reach Tokyo in significant quantities.